you like it, really?
Not really.
Why?
Is that the music you were listening to last night while dreaming of Taylor Swift?
Do you know that?
Those dreams were so much for you to handle, you couldn't get your ass in here on time?
Do you know that Taylor Swift?
She wore you right out in your sleep. You were overtired, couldn't get out of bed this morning.
Please don't tell anyone. Do you know that she was shown 55 seconds total last night?
Which is good. It was about the game, and people should just leave her alone. I mean, she gets the attention that the cameramen are willing to give her.
55? No. 55 seconds total is how much she was shown last night. That's a lot.
It is.
Yes.
Well, again, it's the cameraman's issue, not Taylor Swift's issue.
If
the media decided to highlight her that much, that's their disgusting problem.
Let me put this into perspective. To purchase a 30-second commercial for the Super Bowl was like $4 million.
Mm-hmm. Well, then maybe the media companies owe the NFL millions of dollars for choosing to give her that much attention.
That's what
maybe
I'm saying.
The NFL should sue the media companies for doing such a thing.
Taylor gets 55 seconds of exposure for free. Everybody else has got to pay $4 million for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
In a commercial?
Apparently.
Unbelievable.
But she can't be blamed for that. Can she?
No.
She had just as much right to be at the game as anyone else.
Yes. And what they had a quick shot of Beyonce, who just looked, she looked miserable. She just did. Fly on the Wall Productions, bringing you the Aired Out podcast this morning on Facebook and YouTube, and streamed everywhere you get your podcasts on the web at airedoutVT.com. Today is Super Sick Monday, as some call it. Some call it Super Bowl hangover day, whatever.
Yeah, that's what the national calendar calls it.
16.1 million employees are expected to come down with the Super Bowl flu today and call in sick. And,
pretty soon, the Monday after will be a holiday.
I was just going to ask that. What do you think? There's a lot of people that are advocating for the Monday after the Super Bowl to be a national holiday so that employees won't have to lie to their bosses.
It's not a lie, because if the boss believes it's anything different, then he's or she are oblivious to the world. Come on. But we all know.
But then what about the people who really are legitimately sick?
Well, I feel bad for them, because everybody's going, yeah, right.
I know.
Yeah.
We're at 33 degrees right now in central Vermont. We're going to warm up to about 38 today. Generally cloudy. Kind of a boring forecast tonight. We have skies cloudy still. We're down into the 20s, 22, 23, 24.
We have a little snow possibly coming in tonight.
Yeah, late tonight.
Possibly.
Into the early morning.
It didn't look like we were going to get much at all, if anything, but the southern part of the state.
Yeah. Southern Vermont. And it looks like, and they're watching the track of this storm, but it looks like it's probably going to swing low and go south and impact, southern Vermont and point south, Massachusetts, Connecticut, and down there, coastal storm. But, they're calling it a nor'easter. How much are we going to get up here? Probably not much, but we're watching it.
A dusting to 2 inches is what I've seen.
Okay. All right.
That's what I've seen for totals.
Tuesday, tomorrow, we're talking about a high of 34 with cloudy skies. and then goes from there. But a little bit of a rebound temperature wise, getting into more seasonable winter like temps here towards the end part of the week mostly. And then maybe some more snow on Friday, I think.
Yeah.
All right.
Get those trails going again. I do know that a lot of them closed over the weekend, and some of them remain closed because they were trying to save what snow they had.
Right.
So just, it wasn't that there wasn't snow on the trails. They were just trying to save it from going away by too much riding.
Yeah.
So keep watch, and as those trails open back up, you keep watch of our page, but as well as the trail pages,
Sure.
your association pages, because I can only post them as quick as I can, but I do try to share that information so that people are well aware.
Right. It is so crusty out there, and this is like fall weather. You slip and go down everywhere. The parking lots, driveways. I mean, it's like dirt, and then it's ice, and then it's dangerous. It's dangerous. You got to be careful.
And total mud season out there.
Oh my God.
I feel bad for any of the road crews that may possibly need to plow.
Sure.
Because there's no way possible for them to get out there and grade all these roads. I mean, I guess it's possible, literal around the clock work for them to grade the back roads and then jump right back in a truck to plow.
Right.
So truthfully, for their sake, I'm hoping that we do not get snow tonight and it waits until the weekend just to let them catch up.
Yeah. And another thing, kudos to the bus drivers who are just, I don't know how they're doing it. Some of these roads are just, I mean, there's cars that are stuck, just the bus drivers, I think this is a good time for parents to say, you know what, maybe I need to get up a little extra early and bring my kid to school, or bring my kid to a different drop point so the bus driver doesn't have to go.
And some schools are doing that. So I know Williamstown is running under their mud season schedule and drop-offs right now. So you have to keep watch of your school's pages as well for those notifications. And I know that Williamstown sent out an email to all of their parents saying that was the schedule they were using for drop-off points and drop-off times and pickup times and all of that. So some schools are operating as if it is already mud season. Because it is out there. My God.
It is.
I went with my sister yesterday to Washington, and oh my God, her car was just trashed.
Yeah. And speaking of cars, God, dirty cars, we got to talk about that this morning. But first, Connor's motivational morning. What do you say? Should we bring him on right now?
Sure.
There he is.
You become a fighter instead of a victim. Bye, have a good day, Mr. Everybody. Lots of hugs and love.
All right, we'll start it over here.
Hey guys, happy motivational morning. I'm the Trevor Kid Connor, and I'm doing guys a motivational quote. Many people's greatest fears is what others think of them. The moment you are no longer afraid of the critics, you become a fighter instead of a victim. Bye, have a good day, Mr. Everybody. Lots of hugs and loves.
Wow. Isn't that just awesome?
It is awesome.
Love that.
It's a great way to start the week. It's a great way to start every day, but a really great way to start a Monday.
11-year-old Connor in Northfield, Vermont, right there. Connor's Motivational Morning. And thanks for following his page. You were talking about springtime and all that fun stuff. I don't know if you saw, man, but this weekend, I had a wild weekend. Of course, we're going to talk about the football game last night. We should say. Of course, we're going to talk about the Chiefs' Super Bowl win. But, man, this weekend was just packed, Raylene. Oh, my God. It was a good one. It was a good one. But it was packed. I had my first Shamrock Shake.
I saw that.
First.
I saw the picture of you with your Shamrock Shake.
And then Lily and I were so excited because we looked out in the backyard and there's the snow melting over the septic tank. I mean, that's a sign right there.
It is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyone knows.
Well, hopefully it's a sign of spring and not that you have septic issues.
Well,
Sprung a little leak in the leach field.
that's true. I don't think that's the case. but
At least you hope not. Or
man,
you're up shit's creek.
I hope not. But man, when you see that grass over that warm septic tank, oh, that's it right there. So anyway, how was your weekend, man? Mine was nuts.
Good. I mean, we know that I've been sick, and I've been sick now since pretty much Thanksgiving, on and off. Cannot get rid of whatever this is going on. Respiratory. I've been on antibiotics and pills and steroids and you name it, and it's just not leaving me. I still have a disgusting cough. I've not tested positive for COVID or RSV or flu or any of that, but I have something going on that's not giving in. The x-rays of the lungs, the whole nine. And
you had big plans this weekend.
I did, and that's all right. We have to sidestep sometimes.
Friday night, the night to shine was huge. Oh, it was just, I don't even know what to say.
I loved all the pictures. I've seen several pictures posted so far, and it looked like it was a great time.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Not supposed to be posting pictures, but whatever, because of all the HIPAA stuff and everything.
Well, I think that a lot of them were parents posting pictures of their kids before they went.
Yeah.
And some while they were there, and that's their choice. And
Yeah,
the other
that's
ones
different.
were like long shots, no real faces.
Yeah.
There was a post of you with somebody getting your picture taken with somebody.
Okay.
And then some of the volunteers, Heather Slayton posted a picture of herself with her kids.
Yeah.
Those are totally fine.
Oh my God, Ethan looked amazing. Just amazing.
It was a great, definitely a great night. I could tell.
Yeah.
All the smiles for sure.
Oh man, I mean,
And
it
I
was
know
just
that Rosemary and Charlie had a great time.
Rosemary and Charlie were there. Yes, there were so many people. So many people. Great people in our community that turned out and volunteered and did so much. And there was so much stuff that was going on behind the scenes. I mean, kudos to so many volunteers and the Faith Community Church for getting this done.
And donors.
donors.
I mean, there was hairdressers and florists and makeup artists and people donating dresses and tuxes and suits and the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
It's a huge community effort for sure.
Yeah, really was. I just had such a fantastic time with my guy, and I mean, we just and the DJ was amazing.
I've
He was
heard that
incredible.
too. I've heard that by many people that the DJ was absolutely wonderful.
It was awesome. And 9:00 came when it was supposed to end, and he was like, "Screw it."
He just kept going.
He just kept going. I mean, it was.
Who was
just,
the DJ? Do you know?
It was Mike. I can't remember his last name, but he was just awesome. And the carriage rides and the food and just everything was just unbelievable. It was really truly a night to shine. I mean, the looks on the participants' faces. I mean, literally, they were
Worth $1 million.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, it was just amazing. Michael Douglas was the DJ.
Nice.
Just incredible. It was so much fun. Already can't wait for next year. And then the very next day, Saturday morning, up and off to Burlington with a couple thousand people for the Penguin Plunge. I didn't do the plunge myself, but I was there with my family and a good friend of ours, and we went and just watched, and it was amazing. $600,000 that was raised in a matter of
Incredible.
a couple of hours,
Incredible.
and the people just, they love it. I mean, they just love jumping in the lake and doing that, and the media was there, and just lots of different vendors giving away free stuff. It was amazing. It was amazing.
Awesome.
So I don't think I had ever been to the Penguin Plunge before that.
Well, it's kind of early for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On a Saturday morning.
Yeah.
A little bit. I like to sleep in on Saturday morning, but man, it was.
Well,
it
you
was,
like to sleep in every day, but you drag your ass out of bed anyway.
Listen, 16 years of getting up at 3:30 in the morning every day was,
Yeah.
yeah. If I can sleep in a little bit, I'm going to take it. Absolutely.
We know this. Did you know there's a pie for breakfast coming up
Yeah,
at the Berlin Fire Department?
I saw that.
We got to tell everybody that on March 23rd, the Berlin Fire Department is putting on an event. They do this every year. Am saying, but it's I think this is like their third year out doing this. But it's right there at the fire station at the Four Corners in Berlin. The pies are donated, and it's $12 for adults, $6 for children, 10 and under are free. But or $6 for children 10 and under. Sorry, no free about it. $6 for children 10 and under, but $12 for adults. Now, when I say pie, it could be pizza pie, it could be chicken pot pie,
quiche.
It could be any kind of pie: cherry pie, pumpkin pie, mincemeat pie, whatever.
Yeah.
If it's a pie, you can donate it. And they do this breakfast fundraiser every year for the volunteer fire department. It's a pretty super, it's a really cool event. It really is.
And it's all you can eat?
All you can eat pie. You can have a little bit of each kind if you want.
Wow.
Pretty awesome. Last year, I can't remember. And then they judge for the best pie.
Yeah.
But I think there was well over 20 different pies last year.
Amazing. It was huge. It was a huge turnout. And Janet was like, hell yeah, we're doing this next year. So,
Yeah.
And I'm not surprised.
No, me either.
surprised.
It's a really cool event, and who doesn't like pie?
Right.
I mean, come on.
I know. Will there be a chocolate cream? Do we know? We don't know.
Well, why don't you make one and donate it?
God,
if you're,
yeah, you can do that.
wanting to have chocolate cream pie, then whip
sure.
it up there, JD.
I want to say how amazing it is that, certain things that are posted on Aired Out pop, and to see that almost 13,000 people are all worked up about schnitzel.
I know.
That's crazy.
So schnitzel is this week's take-home meal. On Valentine's Day, you can do the Wednesday takeout meal, but there is also going to be a special evening where you can go right to Delicate Decadence and enjoy this incredible meal, and beer and wine, and so there'll be drinks and desserts, and you can bring your sweetheart out to a really nice meal.
Yeah.
The amount of people that are raving about this, wanting tickets.
Well, it's genuine, authentic German
Schnitzel. Correct.
Is it schnitzel? Or
Schnitzel. I don't know.
Schnitzel.
Schnitzel. I don't have no clue. But on the 24th, so on the 24th from 5 to 8, you can go to Delicate Decadence and have a beautiful sit-down meal.
Jeez,
it's just going to be you all in there. You have to call and reserve
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
479-7948. Make your reservation. But it's going to be a great night.
Yeah. Understatement.
It says, let's see, the desserts are Black Forest cake, apple caramel tart, or raspberry custard cake. The drinks are beer, wine, and soda. Wow.
Hold on, I got to show everyone what it looks like. There, it's on the screen right now.
Yeah, and what it is breaded pork cutlets served with herbed noodles and red cabbage. And then the noodles are, I don't know what kind of noodles they are, but they're amazing. I have gone down a couple of times and had this when Tim has it as a special, and I had never had it before. It's absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
Whatever that gravy is
Right.
that they use, I don't know what the spices are. I don't know what the secret is, but seriously, it's
Yeah.
amazing.
You know, I'll tell you right now, if I go down there and I have a beer and some of that, I'm gonna get gassy. It's just gonna happen.
Like, why did you have to ruin it for everybody? We didn't. Did we really need that bit of information?
As long as I can get in there and get out into Metro Way.
Sometimes I really don't know what the hell's wrong with you.
And then the Tuesday night meal is meatloaf. Did we talk about that yet? Over
At the American Legion?
American Legion,
No,
yeah.
we didn't. But
God,
you
look at
do it up.
Amazing. I love
Give everybody
meatloaf.
the phone number.
Yeah.
Because you get a call for that,
It's
too.
479-9058. If you want a Tuesday night meal, it's just $12. Everything goes to the American Legion. You get potatoes, you get mixed vegetables, and you get homemade meatloaf.
And that comes with dessert, even.
Yep. You get dessert as well.
Bingo to follow. You can dine in or take out for that meal.
Yeah. What else did I want to mention this morning? Preston's. Mm-hmm. Look at what's going on over there on Galson Hill.
The new
Holy
car.
crap,
I know the kick-ass
This is
new
the
Kia
Sorento.
Sorento. Yeah, all new
What
design.
a car.
Fully loaded. Like, the thing is incredible. Every bell and whistle you could possibly imagine. I had a couple Sorrentos. Loved them.
think
Super comfortable, quiet.
Yeah, quiet. I think it's one of the most popular
Awesome
cars
ride.
that they sell, if not the
Tons
most
of
popular.
space.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. It's a busy place.
get over there,
Preston's
check
Kia.
it out, take it for a spin.
262-2030 is the number, or you can just get in the rig, drive over there, and say, look at what I'm driving. Can you help me get out of this and get into something newer?
I wish they could help you.
Yeah. Stress-free
for
car
God's
shopping,
sakes.
which is the way it should be. It's Preston's Kia, Central Vermont's premier Kia dealership.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to check in with Logan this morning.
Awesome.
He and I were texting each other late last night.
I heard that Saturday night at the Den was absolutely kick-ass. Dirty Looks was there. The crowd was a big crowd. They had people parking over at the pump.
Wow.
So and we know that there is so much space over at the Den, but they had people parking over at the pump, walking over. It was a killer night at the Den. Dirty Looks will be back several more times. Those dates have already been announced, and people are just saying over and over how amazing it is there. The dance floor, the food, everything is great. The staff. And and people are really starting to go over and recognize that this place is
good time.
good time.
Yeah.
And makes me feel good because I said, wouldn't it be awesome to have it like it was back in the day when it was
Sure.
the country music club, where it was just the place to go.
Well, it's getting there.
And it's they had a great night, and they've had several great nights, but Saturday night, this past Saturday, was exceptional.
I want to see if we can put him on right now. Logan Luce. And he's got the he's dialed in.
We haven't announced the dirty car yet. We won't announce it until Friday. We had a winner last week. We're taking the pictures all week until Thursday at 8 p.m. and we'll announce on Friday.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in just a second. But Logan, are you with us? Logan, are you there?
Hey, JD, I'm here.
Hey, man. Oh, you sound a little tired, pal.
I'm just fine.
Oh,
He has Super Bowl flu.
yeah, I don't know. What did you think, man? What was this? The second Super Bowl to go into overtime, I think.
Yes, it was.
Unreal. And it started out respectfully as kind of a snoozer, I thought. I mean, it was just nothing was really happening. And then all of a sudden, holy shit.
If I'm being honest, it was pretty much a snoozer until like the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
It was like it really got good in the fourth quarter, but like the first, it was definitely a game of like fumbling, definitely a lot of turnovers, lots of dropping the balls, people having butterfingers. It was definitely an interesting night. I mean, for the 49ers, they're if you were to put Brandon Ayuki, or sorry, Brandon Ayuk, my bad. Brandon Ayuk, Debo Samuel, and George Kittle. If you put all three of their receptions together, they have exactly as much as Christian McCaffrey, who had 8 receptions and 80 yards.
Yeah.
Christian McCaffrey was, like, without a doubt in my mind, the biggest piece for the 49ers tonight. And if it really wasn't for him, I don't think they would have kept it as close. But also the Chiefs, like, themselves were playing butterfingers as well, a lot of dropping the ball. But I mean, for the Chiefs, they definitely seemed like when they came in this game, they were playing short ball. They definitely were throwing a lot of 4-yard passes. There were a couple of crazy plays from Patrick Mahomes, but for the most part, it seemed like the game was, at least it seemed like Andy Reid's game plan was like kind of short, simple passes, nothing too crazy.
And what was that corn dog? Is that what it was called there? That game-winning touchdown play?
I think it's called the corn dog. I'm not really sure what they.
I don't know what the hell. I don't know what the hell it was, but that guy was wide open, man.
Oh, Hardman, the guy who got the final touchdown in overtime.
Yes.
Yeah, Mikolo Hardman. I think that's how you pronounce it. But yeah, he's Mecole Hardman Jr. Yeah.
Unbelievable. He was wide open.
He was wide open. Well, it wasn't just him wide open. When Marquez Vonda Scantley got his touchdown, which I think was the only other touchdown. Yeah. When he got his touchdown, he was also wide open. When he was when Scantley was in the end zone for his touchdown, he was wide open as well. So I just think, but it also goes for the other teams as well. It's just like, I just don't think either team had amazing red zone coverage, because I noticed as soon as whichever team got relatively close to the end zone, it was pretty much game over.
Yeah.
But can we talk about the fact that it was the first quarter or second quarter that Patrick Mahomes threw that absolute bomb to Jerry Rice, and then the next play, interception or turnover, or no, it was a fumble. The next play was a fumble. I'm like, they were right there. They would have had the touchdown right in the second quarter. They were right there, but
I know. I mean, there was a lot of weird stuff going on the field last night. I don't know. Like you said, some sticky fingers and some dropped balls. And look, how many times did Mahomes go down? Oh my God!
Yeah, he was sacked at least 5 or 6 times last night. Definitely. I was sitting there watching the game, and I was saying, I was like, dude, this offensive line sucks.
Horrible.
I'm like, they are not Patrick Mahomes has no time. He's getting little to no time. and he's got to exit the pocket, play action, and not not for every quarterback, but play action is not always an easy type of pass or formation for a quarterback. Having to run while also getting ready to chuck the ball while on the move.
Yeah.
I imagine it's kind of hard.
It was just, yeah, I mean, even I thoroughly learned the difference between defense and offense last night. I mean, it was not an offensive game at all, and
it was definitely a battle of whose defensive line could get more sacks on quarterbacks, because Brock Purdy also got hit a good amount of times too.
I got to tell you, man. And I might get some shit for this, but whatever. For me, it was, I don't know, man. I was a little disappointed that Andy Rooney, that no one had anything to say about the 49ers. I mean, Mahomes, Kelsey, I mean, they all had a microphone. No one, even the owner of Kansas City, didn't have anything to. No kudos to the 49ers on the podium. Did you catch that? Did that register with you?
I mean, even if you look at the stats of last night's game, you'll notice, like I had mentioned earlier, is that in hindsight, the only person on the 49ers, I think, who came to play and who truly deserved to win today was Christian McCaffrey. He, 22 carries for 80 yards and then 8 receptions for 80 yards. He was Brock Purdy's biggest weapon all game. He had the most passes and he had the most rushing yards, and it's so the fact that this game was played where Christian McCaffrey, the running back, was their primary weapon was definitely interesting. But yeah, when it comes down to the credit at the end of the game, they usually don't ever give it to the opposing team, but still it's still weird. I agree with you.
Because Andy Reid should have said something. They played such a great game, and man, it was anyone's game there for quite a while. I mean, you could have flipped a coin on it, and Andy Reid should have said something about the 49ers, or at least their coach. I don't know.
Did you know that this is now the 49ers third straight Super Bowl where they lost? The last all 3 times that they've been to the Super Bowl in the last with Kyle Shanahan as a coach.
Yeah.
Been there 3 times and they've lost all 3 times.
And this is the first time that a team has won back-to-back titles since the Pats.
Yeah, since Tom Brady in
Wow.
in 02 or 3, something like that. Yeah.
How about and I don't think enough credit is going to, or I think more should go to the kickers, Jake Moody and this
Jake Moody and
Harrison Butker.
Yeah, Harrison Buckner.
Wow.
It's funny because I remember I said to you about what my predictions were, and I had a feeling it was going to be a low scoring game, and I had a feeling it was going to be a battle of the kickers. It was going to come down to whose kicker was better, and Jake Moody and Harrison Buckner are easily both top 5 kickers in the league right now. So it was definitely very fun to watch 2 of the best kickers right now, go off like that, and especially considering Harrison Buckner kicked the longest Super Bowl field goal in history now,
57-yarder.
57 yards, yeah.
And just prior to that was Jake Moody's 55er.
55 yards, yep. Yeah, I know. That's what I saw that too. I noticed that when that stat popped up. I was like, oh, that's actually really cool to think about.
Well, it was an amazing game. I just was stunned at.
It was such an impressive game. But I don't know if you saw or heard, but did you ever get a chance to see on social media about the Super Bowl streaker, the guy who ran out in the field?
So I noticed. Are you talking about last night?
Yeah. So they didn't show it on the screen.
No.
They to show the streaker. But if you go on social media, there's plenty of videos of people in the crowd at the Super Bowl who recorded the guy. He wasn't naked, but he was like he was wearing he was shirtless with pants. But it was hilarious. He was like running. He was all the way down at like I want to say the 49ers 20-yard line or something like that. But he was running. He was just running.
Well, Sherilyn was very disappointed that the cameras did not cut to him last night. And she's like, in England, they would have put the camera on that guy and they would have had it on there, and the commentators would have been having a great old time laughing and joking.
I think the only reason they did it last year. I think the reason they're just not doing it this year is because it pretty much happens every year.
Yeah.
Like every Super Bowl has had a streaker at some point. So I think it's just I think part of it is just, I think the NFL is just maybe tired of recording, the people doing that, because it's like, well, it happens every year. But at the same time, I agree. I think it would have been, because that's what I was thinking when I was sitting there. Like, I was like, damn. I'm like, because they're commentating on the streaker, and I'm like, I can't see who this is. So I'm like, I'm not getting the laugh out of it.
Well, if you're just joining us, this was the winning play last night. We've got it here for you to see. It was just amazing. Here it is.
Only feel the number of people out there being like, what's going on?
First and goal. Mahomes flings it. It's there! Hardman! Jackpot! Kansas City!
And this was the Andy Reid special. This was the Andy Reid special we talked about. He was saving all day. He's going to fake a motion to go across. And at that moment, he turns and goes back. Hardman, who they didn't have, right?
And they win it by 3 on this touchdown throw to Mecole Hardman, who started the season as a Jet.
And what was it? It was 3 seconds, right? 3 seconds to go.
I gotta say, I didn't catch that part last night on the TV, but am I going crazy, or did I just hear Tony Romo, and I quote, the Andy Reid special?
Yes. Yes, the Andy Reid special. And of course, within a second after this winning touchdown, we cut to Taylor Swift.
Oh no, literally Taylor Swift and Ice Spice, and like, oh yeah, no, that was, not shocked there. I mean, I will say this. They didn't give, I didn't see her a whole lot last night. Like, they showed her, from time to time, but they definitely didn't do it as much. But that also comes with the price of, the fact that Travis Kelce, I don't know if you noticed, but Travis Kelce was not having a good time at first. He was angry and, frustrated, walking into the locker room at halftime. And there's a clip of him getting up in Andy Reid's face at, the start of the second quarter.
Oh, I saw it.
Yeah, he got all up in Andy Reid. He was mad and he was yelling. And then I also saw, I think it was the third or fourth quarter, when it was 3rd and 4, Patrick Mahomes made a really risky throw to Travis Kelce that, of course, went incomplete. And then it cuts to the camera and shows the replay, and Patrick Mahomes was targeting Travis Kelce. However, his wide receiver number 4, Jerry Rice, or not Jerry Rice, but his last name is Rice.
Yeah.
Is it Jerry Rice? No, Raheem Rice. Sorry. Raheem Rice was wide open. He was wide open, and if Patrick Mahomes had thrown to Raheem Rice, he probably could have got a touchdown. So I remember that because I remember seeing the sidelines where Rice went over to Patrick Mahomes being like, yo, what the hell? Why didn't you throw to me?
Yeah.
And Patrick Mahomes you see Patrick Mahomes start yelling at him.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah, and I'm like, I understand Patrick Mahomes' frustrations, but Patrick Mahomes should have thrown to Rice, because Rice was wide open.
He was wide open.
And if he thrown to Rice, that could have led to a touchdown.
Yeah, that would have been the game.
They wouldn't have had to go to overtime.
Yeah.
But also,
exactly.
Can we talk about that extra point block too?
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Stunned me. That would have been the game. That would have been it right there.
No, that's what we were talking about last night. We're like, dude, if they had made that extra point, this game wouldn't have gone to overtime.
No,
We wouldn't have seen overtime.
I couldn't
if
believe
they,
it.
Yeah, no, if they had made that extra point, the 49ers would have easily won the game long ago.
It's really something when Sherilyn's in the bathroom sitting on the toilet screaming, "What happened? What happened?"
Yeah. No, but yeah, no.
Catch hell,
It's all,
aren't I?
Yeah, she's
It's
going to
all-
love
it's
you
all-
for that one.
That's always the worst, though, when you will walk away from the TV and then an actual good play happens
Yeah.
after sitting there for however long,
Sure.
watching a 2-yard rush or something like that.
Oh, I know. Listen, brother, thank you so much for coming on, and we will see you soon on North Main Street. All right?
Yes. Before I go, I want to ask one last question. How did you think of the Usher halftime show? I need your thought.
No, I'm glad you asked. Raylene, did you see
Nope,
that?
didn't watch a second of it. This is what I watched at the Super Bowl. I watched Reba sing the national anthem, and I watched the last 1 minute 45 seconds. That's how much I watched of the entire Super Bowl.
I loved the Reba part, but I gotta say, I also loved Post Malone doing "Oh America."
I thought Post Malone did a great job of America. It was America the Beautiful. I think he did.
Yeah. So
I'm just going to be really honest with you. I'm sure I'll catch some shit here, but I did not like the halftime show at all. At all.
I will say it got good in towards the end when they I thought the roller skating thing was kind of cool.
The
I know
roller
some people-
skating.
I know
the
not
roller
every-
skating thing was awesome. Yes.
Not everyone. Yeah, I know some people on the internet didn't love it, but I'm like, it's kind of cool considering we haven't seen something we haven't seen choreography that in my opinion since the Katy Perry when she did with Missy Elliott when they that Super Bowl was the 2018 Super Bowl or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. And there were other performers that came out. It was Ludacris and a few others. I don't know. It's just
I think it was Lil Jon, Ludacris. I know Alicia Keys came out.
yeah.
and
She was on the piano.
Yep.
Yeah, she's really good. She's really good. But other than that, no way. I mean, sorry. Sorry. But thank you, man. Thank you for coming on with us this morning.
Have a great week, Logan.
Yes, I'll have a great week. Thank you, guys.
And again, we'll see you soon over on North Main Street, pal.
Oh, awesome. I'm excited.
Yeah.
All right. You guys have a good one.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, buddy. He's such a great kid. Such a great kid. We're going to talk about North Main Street here in a second, but first let's talk about dirty cars and how horrifically horrible I was last week from posting the picture of that muddy car on
Well,
social
for a
media.
purpose. Now look at what we're up to.
I'm a horrible person.
Uh-huh.
I am.
The person that won the free car wash thought you were a wonderful person. She thought it was a great idea. And she owned that picture.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Said, hey, that's my car. I'm a Vermonter. This is where I live, and this is what happens.
Right.
She didn't get her panties all in a bunch.
No,
she
she
didn't
didn't.
get all pissed off. And,
Other people did, though.
think that we were crabby and rude, and the post was gross and
Gross.
rotten we were. And no, we weren't rotten. The people commenting were rotten. We have no control over that. Everybody, that's the thing is every post, no, I don't care. You can post the sweetest story ever, and some asshole will find a way to bung it up. It's just the way it goes. There's always some grumpy jerk out there that it's just the way it goes.
And it's not
It was
everyone.
all in fun.
It's not everyone that's part
Right,
of
it's not everyone, but a good many people just are so sensitive and pissy all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Get over it. And just scroll by. If you don't like it, just scroll by.
God. Yeah. Not all of us can afford car washes all the time, JD.
Yeah, well, that's the point of the free car wash if your car is horrible.
Yeah. So, we decided
Lord.
that we would buy up a whole bunch of car washes and give them away every Friday for the next however many weeks. We're going to do it for quite a while, at least a month.
9 more weeks.
9 more weeks. So here's the deal. If your car needs a car wash, prove it to us, take a picture, and post it right in the comments underneath the pinned post.
The pinned post.
That's
It's
right at the top
of
of
the
our
page.
page. Yeah.
First thing you come to, you just click on that pinned post, post your picture in the comments, and on Thursday nights, we'll look them all through, and we'll choose one
We'll pick
to
one.
announce on Friday mornings.
Every Friday morning. Yeah.
Pretty simple.
It's very
The
simple.
muddier, the more gross it is, the better.
The better.
Yeah. It just makes your chances of winning.
We're looking for
All that much
we're
better.
looking for something that's that's pretty bad. That
I should have taken a picture of my sister's car yesterday after we came down out of the hills of Washington.
bad.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Oh, sure.
Good Lord.
So, we had fun with this, and now we're going to have more fun with this, and we're going to do some good with it.
Yes.
With this, we turned it into a promotion.
Correct.
So, send us pictures of your muddy, disgusting cars. You want to take some pictures of the inside, you can do that too.
Yes, because it gets nasty too,
Yeah.
getting in and out of these things. Speaking of Washington, huge loss with the loss of Jeremy Farnham
Yeah.
in that tragic snow machine accident.
I did not know him, but man, I hear that he was a super guy.
Yeah, I have. Everybody that speaks of him speaks in the highest of regards. I have not heard one ill word of that man. The amount of money that has been raised to help his family has been incredible. It's just an absolute true testament at the loss that the community, or really Central Vermont in its entirety, are feeling. And super sad loss there. And, my heart goes out to his family and all of the people who knew and loved him so much.
Yeah.
Definitely tragic. March 4th,
Yeah.
Giroux General Transport has another class starting up.
They do.
All kinds of funding opportunities right now, including numerous people that are hiring and willing to pay for your schooling.
It's remarkable.
It's almost spring. They're going to be looking for drivers for different road crews and paving companies and all those sorts of things. Numerous opportunities there. Give Tracy a call, 802-279-3325 or 802-476-4679 and register. Sign up for that class.
It's
that
just a
starts
couple weeks away.
March 4th. That's all. Just a couple of weeks away. The clock is ticking. I will check in with her toward the end of the week to see what we have available left for seats. But as of right now, we do have a few there. So
These
get
guys
signed up.
Giroux General Transport has changed the lives of so many people who have taken their CDL courses, got their endorsements. They're making better money. They've got better hours, more time with their family. You can drive far. You can drive local. You can drive big trucks, small trucks, anything you want. They'll take care of you, and they know what they're doing. CDLschoolinvt.com, but you can also find them on Facebook, and tell Tracy that we sent you. Good people.
Yes, absolutely. And then did you see over the weekend the theft at TJ Maxx? There were several that the Berlin Police Department are looking for assistance in identifying, but the one at TJ Maxx, this woman and man, the cart was heaping full. I mean, heaping full. And they were each also carrying stuff in their hands out the door.
Right here.
A lot of, nope, that wrong one. That's the Walmart one.
Okay.
Keep going. The problem is a lot of people are posting, are you kidding me? Are the employees blind? This, that, and the other. The employees are forbidden to have any interaction. They're forbidden to try to stop these people. They only can call the police. They very much can see what's happening, but there is nothing they can do about it for their own safety. If they are to intervene, they face termination. They could be terminated because it's a huge liability to the company, to the insurance, if something were to happen to them while they intervened. Which is true. What if they were to get hurt? What if they were to get shot or pushed or something was broken? Or if they were to get injured, it would be the employer's responsibility to care for them, not these thieves.
You even grabbed a drink on the way out.
Yeah, I mean,
there.
absolutely just insane that you would have balls enough to even do such a thing. Look at that car. Chock full, and not a damn thing the employees can do except for stand there and watch them walk out the door and load their car.
So the police are trying to find these people.
They're trying to identify them. I would assume with pictures like that there are many people that know who these idiots are and will they'll find them soon. But again, not sure what it will help. We all know they will get arraigned. They'll get cited into court and released until their court date. They'll go to court. They'll get released again. And while all of this is happening, there really nothing major is going to happen to them at all.
Shoplifting used to be something where you'd hide something, or you'd slip it inside your coat, or
well, and they
whatever.
used to have security that could stop you. They'd pull you right in a room. When I worked at Ames years ago, many years ago, obviously, we had this guy Brad that worked there. That's what he did. He was a theft control guy, and if he caught people, he'd pull you right in the room. He'd get whatever you had. He'd get statement from you. The police would be called. They dealt with that shit. Not anymore, because we don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
Oh no,
We don't
want to.
we don't want to tell anybody how bad they are. We don't want to humiliate them in public
Or violate their rights.
No, we don't want to do any of that.
Yeah.
So all of that stuff
Unreal.
has gone by the wayside. They don't do that anymore.
And then what was the Walmart one?
Same thing, theft. I don't know what they stole. I don't see anything in the cart, the picture of the cart, but there was some sort of theft there at Walmart. I can't tell if that's the same woman or not. It doesn't really look it, but anyways, they do the same thing: theft, leave, hop in a vehicle.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Incredible.
And it's happening more and more on a daily because it's basically allowed.
Sure.
And gone are the days of security, which is super sad. These stores should be able to hire, and they should be able to humiliate right in a store, nab these people, make a scene, and it's sick that they can't, and it's sick that people just get away with this stuff. And
then
it just continues to happen.
And then we had the story of this guy that broke into the church. He finally got busted.
Yes,
that was
the
a
teen
long
from Marshfield.
That was a long investigation.
It
huh?
was a long investigation.
Jeez.
Several other break-ins throughout the weekend at different stores. They broke into one with a hatchet, I believe.
Yeah.
I think
Amazing.
it was the store in Corinth that was broken into. They broke the door, stole quite a bit of money, $450 cash, plus a lot of the vape products as well.
Amazing.
And that the same culprit, they believe, also robbed this store in Bradford.
There are so many burglaries going on and stuff.
Well,
man.
we just said why.
Jesus,
I
my
mean,
God.
literally, what is being allowed by the victim
Yeah.
is nothing compared to what is being allowed by the perpetrator.
Yeah,
it's
right.
It's insane.
Yeah.
It's just insane.
It really is. Yeah.
It's
And some
Craziness.
good news. Some good news. A nice donation coming into the Berlin Police Department that you posted some pictures
Yes.
up. So I'm guessing this is for their food drive. Capital Candy helping them out for dogs and the canine unit. So very generous.
And Judy, they can't hire security. That's not. They could, but it wouldn't do them any good. It would be the same as the employees. They're not allowed to intervene. That is only the police can intervene. That has become some sort of rule. I don't know that it's law, but
Well, it's
that literally
it's an insurance liability.
It's a liability thing, and really, truthfully, it comes down to that people get their feelings hurt, and we don't humiliate people in public because
Oh, no, we can't do that.
you're innocent until proven guilty. I mean, you have a whole freaking cartload of stuff you're walking out the door with, but you're innocent until proven guilty.
Sure. Yeah. Bullshit.
It's disgusting. I wish they could hire, but they really cannot hire. They can't do that anymore. That's why they don't. It became an
unbelievable.
obsolete thing. The 25th, right around the corner.
Yep.
The Stephen M. Tracy II Memorial Organization is doing a paint and sip over at the Den. There's still some seats left to register for that.
Yep.
Get on their page, get on our page, register for that event. That's a great organization. As we know, Brandy Tracy she is
Amazing.
an amazing woman who has worked super hard to turn her tragedy of losing her son
Yeah.
to suicide into something amazing and positive, and the support she gives and the amount of things that she and the organization are able to do, absolutely incredible.
And she stays in it, man. She just will not
She does
give up.
no matter how hard her days are, and there are many hard days. She does this in memory of her son, but to fight for all of the kids and anybody contemplating
Yeah. Wonderful mom.
ending their life.
Still.
She is.
Always will be.
Always will be. And just a super incredible lady who I love with all my heart.
And that's all posted up.
It is all posted up, and the event is on the 25th of February, just a little over a week away.
All right. Good. Did you see that Michael Jackson's music was just sold to Sony for $600 million or some shit like that? Did you hear about that? Mm-hmm. Oh my God! That's just
I know,
wow.
it's insane.
Wow. Sony Music Group
Yeah.
just bought the rights for $600 million. A year of negotiations. This is going to put his music catalog at $1.2 billion, which is the most in history, even beating out Elvis.
Wow.
And the
Wow,
Beatles.
wow.
And the Beatles. $1.2 billion. That is unreal. Unreal. Other music news. Mariah Carey, who you know I'm a huge favorite of. Cher, Lenny Kravitz, Mary J. Blige. 15 nominees for the 2024 class of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Not sure, and Mary, if you're listening this morning, no disrespect, not sure why you're part of the nominee for this. Just saying. When I think of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I don't think of Mary J. Blige. Sorry. Or Mariah Carey.
I was going to say, or Mariah Carey. Yeah.
Lenny Kravitz, now we're talking. He should have been in there a hell of a long time ago. Let's close out this morning by just saying about tomorrow and the next
Several days.
couple of days here. What's going to happen? So tomorrow morning, we are going to be on the air. We're going to do our podcast.
You will be.
Yes, I will be. We'll start out. We'll give you some basic news, some sports, some weather, or whatever. And it's going to be a little abbreviated. And then we're going to say goodbye. And we're going to power down. And I'm going to start unplugging stuff. And everything's going to get unplugged. And we're going to put Raylene's basement back to where it was before the day before the flood, which I'm sure you're very anxious to get your house back. I can't believe it's been that long, and thank you so much for having us here. I mean, thank you.
Yeah, it turned into a few minutes for sure.
I remember the first show we did down here. Which
we'll
was
be here a couple of weeks,
shit.
and then we'll be back in the studio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That episode is still up there where it was like the day after the flood and we're all like razzled hard.
Yeah.
And we're like, we'll be down here for a couple of weeks.
Yeah. 8 months.
Didn't think it would be. What is it? 8 months?
Yeah.
My God. So everything is going to start getting unplugged tomorrow morning.
7 months. Yeah.
And it's going to get loaded up and transported back over to North Main Street, where it is going to be slowly
assembled,
methodically plugged back in and put back together. But I can't go in there and just start throwing shit down and plugging stuff in. We got to place it and figure it out. It's a whole different setup now.
So the week will look different. We will go live. We will just be using our phone.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll be in the studio giving you sneak peeks. Maybe we'll be at a sponsor's place. You never know what our week is going to be.
Yeah, it's going to be changed up for sure before, the new computer has to be taken out of the box and married up with
everything.
Everything has to be integrated.
Cameras, microphones,
the board,
everything.
Just everything. So, and we have a new setup over there. It's an amazing new space, and a lot of big announcements and more stuff that's coming down the pipe.
Thank you, Jen Lawrence. For everything.
Everything.
Absolutely.
And
don't know what we'd do without her.
And Barstow Construction for working so hard in there for months, turning that building around. It's been dusty. It's been dirty. We've been kind of waiting for things to really settle before we start bringing equipment in, and that's what we're going to do.
Sorry.
So this is a time of transition. What you see is going to be probably a little rough and in the field, but we will still try to give you as much information as we can while we're over there working and plugging stuff in. So that's it. So it's really exciting. Really exciting.
I'm super excited.
We've got a long list of guests that are going to be coming on with us that we are so much looking forward to. Can't wait to have Connor in the studio, and Jay, and just many others. So that's happening. So bear with us.
I think that sounds like an amazing idea, Judy. She says you need to have an opening day celebration, and we'll all come down and stand outside the window like the Today Show.
Oh my God, that would be so much
That
fun.
would be amazing. We would love that. That's why we love being in the window.
Right.
We love the interaction that we get to have with
Sure.
people on the sidewalk
Right.
when they realize that we're inside.
Yeah.
So funny thing about our studio, we can see out, but not many. For some reason,
Yeah.
is certain times of the day people cannot see in.
Right.
In some of the things we have seen through that glass,
Unreal.
hysterical. People use it like a mirror.
Yeah.
They fix their hair. They do things to their, do a snot check. They
I've seen the
do
snot
all
check.
kinds of things.
Yes.
They get in fights. We saw some woman beat her man with a Subway sub. Footlong one day.
sub.
Literally get ticked off and start whacking him with it.
Hit him right over the head.
We have seen some pretty insane things through the glass. And I can't wait to get back there. And someday there will be a way for us to communicate with the people outside.
Yes. We're working on that.
Yeah.
We're working on that.
Yeah.
It's exciting. But it's also, I got to be honest with you, it's also
Nerve-wracking.
it's a little nerve-wracking. It's a little stressful. There's a lot of stuff that on a technical end that has to be integrated that I'm going to get some help with. And it's going to require my patience.
Which he does not have any
I don't
of.
have a lot. I don't have a lot. And all of my patience that I do have, it's saved for my kid. And anyway, I just don't have copious amounts of patience, but I'm gonna have to try and just not rush. I'm also going to be taking some time away with my family because Lily's school break is coming up, and we are going to go away. So,
But I'll do some shows during that time.
The timing of that. I mean, we were hoping to be back in the studio a long time ago, but I mean, there's just a lot of moving parts here and a lot of things happening. So I don't know how it's all going to shake down, but
So the girls will have a show tonight. The 4 quarters will take place tonight.
Yeah.
They will not have a show on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then, God willing, we'll resume on Monday.
Yeah.
And Michael Booten and I will resume next Monday night as well. We're not doing one tonight because there's no council this week. And then next week I have a special guest for It's No Secret. So all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
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 That was quite the breath.
Yeah. No, I'm just thinking about it. I mean, I think I'm going to grab some stuff now and put it in my car and start bringing some stuff over.
I already packed you a bag.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Very much.
Have a great day, everyone.
What are you saying?
I'm throwing your ass out. I've had it with you.
You've already packed a bag for me?
Yes. Didn't you notice that all your stuff is gone?
Noticing now. Have a marvelous day.
See you tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow morning being our final podcast
From
down
the basement.
here. From the basement. Underground. Peace out, everyone. Be well. God bless. And thanks for catching the Aired Out podcast from Fly on the Wall Productions right here in Barrie, Vermont.